The 1980s in San Fernando, Pampanga, saw the emergence of a prime resort known to many Kapampangans as the Orchid Farm Resort. It was the brainchild of a Fernandino, the late Mr. Rico Mendoza. The Orchid Farm was then a sanctuary dedicated to the beauty of nature, a place of leisure that only the elite could access. And being a patron of the place became a status symbol of sorts. Sadly, it was left in ruins by the same force that it once celebrated. The aftermath of the Pinatubo eruption and the deluge of ensuing lahars in 1995 buried the once beautiful resort under 7 feet of ashes and debris. For 19 long years, time stood still at the Orchid Farm. But for Mother Nature, destruction and rejuvenation go hand in hand. And from the ashes, life begins anew. In 2014, on the very site where Orchid Farm once flourished, a significant groundbreaking ceremony was carried out to signal the dawn of a new venture called the Orchid Gardens, breathing life to a new beginning, picking up from where Orchid Farm Resort left off. Relentless planning and conceptualization then commenced, the technical team being mindful of the vision of the principal, Nelson Castro, in transforming the 2.5-hectare property into a distinct multi-recreational facility, unique in its design and attuned to nature and the community. Buried in the heart of Pampanga in the city of San Fernando, the Orchid Gardens is an uncut gem waiting to be polished. Its full potential has yet to be unleashed, but discerning eyes can see the future that is the jewel of San Fernando. The Orchid Garden's beauty and grace are fundamentally due to its overall architectural design, primarily the concept of its principal architect, Carlo Aguas. Evidently, the theme exudes a contemporary feel, yet it is delicately fused with some modern iconic details and conveniently woven with intricate Asian elements as required by the individual structures within the complex. The buildings exhibit clean lines and superior function and are integrated into their natural surroundings using materials and methods that create a sense of harmony and relaxation. Its landscape architecture boasts of unique and lush greeneries, tropical plants and exotic flowers, offering its clientele a refreshing and relaxing ambiance that spells nature, almost inconceivable in a city that is fast becoming the proverbial concrete jungle. To appreciate such a multifaceted gem, we must look at it from a number of perspectives. It is a place where adventure seekers can delight in the rawness of nature, stabilized by human hands. The raging rapids of a great river are a sight to behold, but only a brave few are given the opportunity to challenge them. However, the Orchid Gardens Resort has crafted a way to harness nature's unrivaled power in order to provide this breathtaking experience to one and all, with a wave pool and the raging waters. While those seeking the serenity of the ocean can relax at the far edge of the pool and just let the soft waves wash over them. With adventure comes romance, and the resort's jacuzzi can set the mood for those intimate conversations. Indulge in the beauty of this tropical-themed getaway and let the sun melt away the stresses of daily living for your private and family moments. At the tavern are elegantly built and luxuriously furnished rooms and villas, ideal sanctuaries that exude the feeling of home and will make one come back again and yet again.
Enjoy your stay. Welcome to the Tavern and Resort.
And for those even more private moments, one can have a mystical stay in one of the 96 clean, spacious, and hotel-like rooms at Mystic Lane, redefining the new standard of drive-in hotels in the region. With its exceptional service and amenities.
Have a mystical stay. Welcome to Mystic Lane.
Unfortunately, vacation days are few and far between. Taking a few hours off, however, can be all that you need to delight in the Orchid Gardens, made possible by the restaurants within the complex that offer diners an impeccable gastronomic experience. Pampanga, acknowledged as the culinary capital of the country, is certainly showcased here via a restaurant fittingly named Imang Nene, after the principal's late mother, who relished cooking in her lifetime, typical of a Kapampangan wife and mother. Each authentic Kapampangan dish being offered mirrors the rich culture and culinary traditions of the province. Such a delectable experience doesn't end in a Kapampangan fare though. Get tastefully lost in other Asian flavors, a blend of two distinct culinary cultures in one restaurant, Orchid, Thai cuisine, and sushi bar. Professionally trained sushi chefs not only prepare good food, but exhibit their culinary artistry as well, creating a colorful and luscious food canvas for everyone's delight. Those with adventurous palates can go through the multitude of aromatic spices that Thai food is known for. Trained in traditional Thai cooking, our executive chef takes pains in preserving the authenticity of each dish served.
Sawadee Welcome to Orchid Thai Cuisine and Sushi Bar.
And because we understand that every moment of your life is precious, and some moments are much too precious that they have to be shared and celebrated, the Orchid Gardens provides the perfect venue for these special life transitions. The Forum is a two-story building with curtain wall, accentuated by arcaded roofs, and features a grand ballroom that can accommodate a maximum of 800 guests. The Orchidarium, an air-conditioned indoor garden, the first of its kind in this part of the region. It houses a wide variety of orchids and other tropical flowers and plants in beautiful pocket gardens and can accommodate up to 400 guests. The Forum and the Orchidarium are in a class of their own, both in functionality and aesthetics, undoubtedly fundamental in ensuring that your dream event transform into that perfect moment. To add more frills and excitement to the grand scheme of the Orchid Gardens, a commercial complex is at hand for other eateries and cafes, convenience stores, business offices, lifestyle, and other specialty shops, where you can find everything you need to complete a hassle-free and truly enjoyable stay at the Orchid Gardens Resort Complex. Hotels and villas, water parks and facilities, event centers, dining and wining places encapsulate what the Orchid Gardens is all about. But does this genuinely define the so-called jewel of San Fernando? Not so, because the Orchid Gardens is greater than the sum of its parts. More than the adventure, the food, the lifestyle, and the total experience, is the vision that sets everything in motion. A vision that encompasses compassion, opportunity, and growth for its workers. A vision of a society passionate in preserving the environment as well as the people's time-honored traditions. A vision of a developed and prosperous community and city. A vision that is no longer far-fetched, but now aligned with reality. We have come this far only because of the efforts, big and small, of all those who worked for the realization of this dream. No work is too small or too trivial. No task is immaterial or inconsequential. Every contribution, every step, every helping hand, every act of cooperation has led to this moment. The Orchid Gardens will bring to fruition a myriad of dreams in the future, because here, no dream is too big, no dreamer is too small. And the first dream that will come true in these grounds is priceless, because it is the dream of one man that has become the dream of many. It is the dream of those who helped create this entire conglomerate, from an intangible concept to a grand design that is now the Orchid Gardens. Our dream is now a reality. Now, it is our pleasure to help you realize yours.
Welcome to the Orchid Gardens!
Welcome to the Orchid Gardens.
Welcome to the Orchid Gardens, the best place for best moments. Welcome to the Orchid Gardens, love and joy being shared. Come to the Orchid Gardens, life at its best, a thrill you deserve, right here at the Orchid Gardens. World-class amenities, excellent service is what you see. Free yourself from the hurried city, come and join the fun. Set your spirit free. Welcome to the Orchid Gardens, the best place for best moments. Welcome to the Orchid Gardens, love and joy being shared. Come to the Orchid Gardens, life at its best, a thrill you deserve.